Hi, everybody. Cody from The Way of the Void here. Just hoping that you know that this is just for entertainment purposes only. We're just trying to make you giggle a little bit. It's damn near designed so you can't learn anything from it. Just keep that in mind. It's just laughs, folks.
There is no other God. Satan killed him.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Here it comes.
This is Eric,
This is Cody.
and this is The Way of the Void,
Way of the Void. My turn.
and that is producer Nikki
Yep.
on the ones and twos.
I didn't like that one. He gave you the look.
DJ Nikki.
Oh, what's been new, man?
We just had lunch.
Yeah,
It was delicious.
really good.
Yeah.
Do you want to say where we ate, or you want to keep that? Well,
Yeah, I don't mind.
I don't want to fucking offend.
I don't mind a little controversy.
Yeah.
We had Chick-fil-A
Fuck yeah, we did.
because we have a Chick-fil-A here in the city that I live in.
Oh, glorious.
Yeah, anyone who says they don't like Chick-fil-A, and it's not because of like their politics, I understand. But if you say it's not good, you're fucking tripping.
yeah.
Fucking
yeah, dude.
Those sandwiches are fucking bomb.
Fuck the sandwich. Frosted fucking lemonade.
The frosted lemonade is so fucking good.
Get out of here. Dude, you ain't fucking getting anything better than that.
No. Yeah, it's soft serve ice cream blended with lemonade.
So good.
Mamacita.
So fucking good.
So good.
So good. What'd you get, Nick?
What'd you get?
A little chicken bacon sandwich that was delicious, and a lemonade.
And a lemonade. Oh, it was a pink lemon. It wasn't like
Yeah.
some fucking guava shit.
Passion fruit.
Pineapple. Passion pineapple.
Passion pineapple.
Passion pineapple.
Like your fucking namesake.
Yeah, that's when they called me in high school.
Yeah. The walking passion pineapple. You know what I just found out? Is that I guess pineapples are synonymous with swingers. So like, if
I knew that. I think. Yeah.
I was watching,
But it's like a certain way, right? Like an upside down one. Or
yeah,
something?
upside down. If you see a car, if you see a house with an upside down pineapple, those people,
Well, like in the window or something?
those people get it on.
That's how you know?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
I didn't know that part. That
yeah.
it was
And I
like
guess
that.
also flamingos in your yard too. But I don't know. That seems a bit far fetched, just because.
It seems like there'd be mighty big crossover with the white trash community.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
swinger community.
yeah. I love fucking flamingos in the front yard. Though.
Yeah.
It looks so sick.
Yeah. You're also
White trash.
Born in fuck Florida.
I am born in
You're raised
Florida.
in the Central Valley.
Yeah. Yes.
You know, this is it calls to you. I'll say
Yeah.
that. You know?
And I am wearing my nicest Crocs right now.
Which are camo.
Yeah. That's our camo.
Like
yeah.
hunting camo.
Yeah. And I went out in public in them.
Yeah. Oh, you couldn't wait. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Wow, how did you find this out?
Well, because I put this pineapple on my window.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are they a trip to Reno?
Yeah. No, I asked my wife. She always kept fucking putting that up. No, I was watching a video.
Usually it comes out with the Christmas decorations.
I was watching a Papa Meat video, and he was talking about the swinger community and like all their different weird little
Right.
things.
Isn't
that
there
they
like a different one for the furries too?
do. Yeah.
It's like a fucking like Paw Patrol sticker.
Yeah,
Or like one
something.
of those like, McGruff crime dog stickers.
Man, I know. I often think about that because
Furries?
oh yes, no, because I sometimes pretend like I'm an artiste, and I
Right.
always like think about like what I would have to do to actually make money as like an artist. I'm like, I should just start making.
That's
fucking,
not how that works. You are a full-fledged artist, sir.
Oh, because
You have
I'm
paintings in all of your friends' homes.
that's true that I gave away. But just doing furry art, I think is probably the most lucrative art career, probably.
Do you think?
Oh yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Are you talking like AI stuff, or are you talking about like just like paintings and shit?
Like drawings and shit like that.
Right.
Like people will pay like, oh, can you draw
Yeah,
this?
there's commission work for that.
Yeah, commission work. Wait a second. How did you know that?
My old boss's wife used to do that as a side gig. She's a
What, the
weirdo.
furry or the
Yeah,
or
she'd
the
do-
drawing?
In the furry community, she'd do furry drawings, sex furry drawings for people,
Right.
and regular ones, and make
So they're
fucking
like
outfits too.
I get it now. They're having her draw them, but like they have like a big working hog and like all that. Yeah.
So this one time, years ago, I used to work at FedEx Kinko's. Don't dox me. I'll dox myself. But this one time I was working later at night, you know what I mean? And when you work late at night, a lot of times people that work there like print their own shit,
Right.
obviously. And so this guy who worked there, he was like this really skinny, like fucking long blonde haired fucking kid. And he was like, he's like, hey, do you mind if I like print some of my like posters of my artwork? You know what I mean? Like he thought I was like some fucking narc. I'm like,
Right.
I'm literally drunk. Like, I'm like, no, man, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. I don't care.
No. I'm like, so he was like printing up his stuff in the back or whatever, and I was like there kind of helping customers. We are kind of closing up and stuff, and I like went back and he was making these big motherfuckers, like 24 by 36 huge posters, and it was like these like super fucking like buff like furry dudes with like glistening abs and like this big old fucking bulge and shit. And I was like,
you fucking stole one,
dude,
huh?
I fucking wish I would have fucking sold one. I should have told him. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking tell on you unless you give me one.
yeah.
I
Of
did.
my choosing.
I would have fucking heart.
Yeah.
Have that shit up in my
That
house.
shit would have been above your fucking bed.
Fuck yeah. Right next to the other one.
Yeah. Companion pieces.
Yeah, I often worry about stuff like that, like something awakening inside of me, where like you'll like something ironically, like kind of like making fun of it,
Yeah.
much like new metal
You're right.
and tribal tattoos, and
Right.
then lo and behold, a few years
You like
later,
both of those things.
I like new metal and fucking tribal tattoos. So
Yeah.
it's like I have to.
I also want to point out, I've only, it's gotten me, I'm sure it's gotten me in other aspects of my life too, but you infected me with it too, because you also fell to the word hella.
Hella, yeah.
Yeah. You started saying that ironically, and then it just stuck. And then you started doing it to me, and then it fucking infected
Yeah.
me too.
I literally typed it out yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, you started doing that to make fun of people. And then like the Central Valley, and you was like, no.
They
Don't
also
deny us.
they also used to say it in Oakland too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So at least I have that going for me.
Right. Yeah. All right.
I think that's how Creed is so popular now.
100%. Well, no, I have a theory on that. I think they got boosted with the 90s shit, but then I think there's a whole generation of us that actually grew up with that shit that also don't care about being fucking that cool anymore.
Yeah.
And so you're like, fuck, like, like for me, I've always grown up, as like a punk or whatever, and kind of like that music and stuff. And now I'm like, yeah, my fucking Spotify, just so all you know, is fucking unhinged on its best day.
I remember last year some kid that I work with asked me if I wanted to go to a Korn show with him. And I was like, oh, fuck yeah. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
And then I remember telling somebody who's like relatively kind of close to my age, a couple years younger than me.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I'm going to go to that Korn show. And he was just like, aghast. Like, he was just like, that sounds so fucking lame. I'm like, yeah, I know. It sounds sick though. Like, what?
What are you
like,
doing?
what's the fucking problem?
I'm
Where
sorry.
it's just funny because I think I'm definitely at the age where like I just don't care anymore. To be an embarrassment.
There's nothing that says you can't like Stiff Little Fingers and fucking Creed. I think that's what made it so popular.
What say you, Nikki?
No, listen to what you like. Listen to everything.
Right.
When you were a young man, did you ever like Korn, or was that already too cheesy for you?
There's like the younger kids started liking Korn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It wasn't really my thing, but like other kids did.
Because you used to like listen to like real punk music and like
Yeah.
Misfits and shit, right?
And Misfits and Crass and all kinds of weird shit.
Yeah. So
I
like
kind of
you,
wanted to hate on it, but like
Fucking the Varukers
there's some other kids that
and
they
shit.
enjoy
Yeah.
it, so I was like, I'm not
so
gonna-
for me, I was always like a rap kid. I like rap music and like electronic music. Shocking. And then I got like I was about to say hella. I got really into like fucking new metal and shit in the 90s.
Yeah.
I'm old as fuck, so lay off me. It was the fucking 90s.
Yeah, I'm the baby of the group.
But yeah, I got super into like new metal, and then that's when I started actually getting into like real.
But you were like in high school, right?
Yeah. I was in high school.
Yeah, for me it was a different scene because like it was when the same time when the new metal was coming out. I was in like 5th grade,
Okay.
so when that
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
hit, like, dude, you hear Limp Bizkit when you're in 5th grade. You're like, this is the coolest shit
Yeah.
that has ever fucking been recorded by humans.
I had
Holy
a
shit!
different experience because when I was in like 4th and 5th grade, like Nirvana came out,
Right,
and
right.
so like that's what I like
You're
was
like,
into.
this guy's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, but
You see that Dave Mustaine interview where he, back in the day, they're like, "What do you think about Kurt Cobain?" And Dave Mustaine from Megadeth just like, "Fucking hell of a shot."
damn,
I
dude,
love
isn't
Dave
that guy?
Mustaine.
That guy's all fucking born again now, though.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah.
it doesn't stop him from talking massive shit, dude.
That
He's
guy's
still
just-
fucking buck wild.
That guy is
Dude, he
a
got kicked out of Ireland because he was like pissing off the fucking IRA.
dude. Say what you want about fucking that guy, but he is a notorious shit talker.
Fuck, and
I
he's
support
lethal
it.
at it.
I fucking support it.
Yeah, dude. Oh, he's great. He's great. Oh man, yeah, it was a different world. It was a different world. I remember being like 5th grade and I got like, I think for my birthday, one of my friends, like, you know, like my birthday party or whatever, like I got that like Limp Bizkit CD, and then you're like, this is the shit. You got
Yeah.
like every kid had to have like that one, the Offspring Americana. That was a fucking banger, just full of them. And
The
like
thing-
Korn, Freak on a Leash, or Follow the Leader.
Yeah, I got really into like hardcore and stuff in like the early 2000s, and then now I'm kind of just into
Yeah,
like
you got your fucking little Gorilla Biscuits hoodie and
yeah,
shit.
and now I'm just into like kind of like black metal and fucking dungeon synth and like gorecore and all that fucking weird
Yeah.
shit. But I've never really been a big punk guy. Like I've never really listened to punk that much.
Bro, I love it. Still
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
Still love it. It's great. You know, all the little subgenres and shit. It's super
Oh, yeah.
fun. Especially when you're growing up, you're a kid and stuff. You have so much to fucking discover.
Yeah.
Nikki knows what's up.
Yeah. Like I got into a
Yeah, I'm really a big fan of Cockspar and like I said, Crass and a
Right.
few other things, but yeah.
Which are like, you can go down a whole fucking rabbit hole on like the type of punk
Dude.
that Cockspar is,
Yeah.
and then go down a whole different rabbit hole on the
Dude.
type of punk that Crass is and shit.
I got like down a crazy rabbit hole a couple months ago of Napalm Death and like grindcore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I got like super into like listening to like grindcore and shit while I was at
Dude,
work.
I went down the bolt thrower rabbit hole. That shit is so fucking sick.
Bolt thrower is the fucking shit.
Yeah,
Is the
so
shit.
fucking rad.
Dude, bolt thrower, like
Yeah.
dude, they gave away a bolt thrower fucking like what do they call it, a fucking 4-inch or whatever the fuck, like a little record.
Oh, a 7-inch.
Yeah, they gave away a 7-inch in White Dwarf in the 80s. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
like back in the day, bolt thrower and like Warhammer were like fucking like
Yeah.
yeah, like they had like they
Dude,
were
Realm of Chaos is like an album. Fuck, so good.
yeah
So good. The whole thing's dope.
yeah, bolt thrower is fucking
The whole thing's sick. Yeah. You want to know a fun one that I didn't know about? Like Crass, they kind of like, I forget how it goes, but they're like, I think they share members, and guess who like they kind of evolved into? Motherfucking Chumbawamba.
really
Yeah. Yeah, boy.
vodka drink, soda
Yeah.
drink,
Yeah.
pissing the night away.
Yeah, dude. I think
What do
they
you
live
mean?
together.
I thought they just they're anarchists.
Yeah, they like live together. I think they share a couple members.
I don't know if they share members, but they probably lived in the same like house at one point in time. Well, that wouldn't be surprising.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Yeah, you're the producer.
Look it. I don't have your. I don't have your phone.
You are sitting at a computer.
No, he'll fuck it up. We'll be talking for fucking 2.5 hours and he won't. Yeah, where is your phone?
Dude, he loses it constantly.
Well, you're fucked now, Nick. Somebody's probably calling you right now.
No.
Where the fuck are you? This is Carlos.
Oh, yeah. Any more grievances that we have to address for your fucking boy?
The only grievance that motherfucker has is with his fucking hairline. Tell you that much. Fuck, he should leave my name out of it. Fucking talk to his goddamn barber.
Is it going on him? It's going bad.
Is it going on him? Motherfucker's gone. Looks like you.
Fuck, I did it right after I got married.
Nah,
It's not even like I could grow it out, but my shit, it just doesn't look good anymore. It's not good anymore.
I started growing mine out again because I'm gonna grow a mullet.
Yeah, I know. I'm proud of you. My shit looks like, when Campbell's does like one of those can drives, like you buy this soup, we'll give 10 cents and to rebuild a rainforest.
Yeah.
Then they show you those pictures of the rainforest where all the trees
all
are like
patchy
10,
and shit?
like 10 feet apart. That's what the front of my shit looks like right here. So I just thought it best to
You look
fucking,
like
remember the fucking dude at Lloyd's Liquors?
yeah.
My shit, I would have his shit.
You look like a fucking doll's
It
head.
looks like an X-ray of hair. Looks like a fucking ghost photograph of hair.
Oh well, fuck it. Well,
That's an apparition on your head.
no, don't trip. Dude, once the Patreon and the Blue Chew
Oh,
starts
dude.
popping off, I'm sending your ass to Turkey.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. I'm going to get it plugged up. I'm going to come back, dude. My shit's going to be
Super thick, fucking
long
pompadour.
and straight,
You
dude.
it's fucking.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
It's totally a different color than
I'm just going to hand him a fucking picture of Cat Williams. This is what we're going with, boys.
Derek. That's what's up. Long fucking.
Yeah, just silky straight.
Dude, remember that one time when Jason came to work for Halloween and he had like this crazy like shoulder length hair?
Yeah.
And then he put it on me.
Yeah.
And I just looked super fucked.
It was wild.
Yeah.
It was wild.
Me with long hair, my beard looked.
You look like
I-
you rub against people on the bus.
I look like the goddamn Chicken Man, probably.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Just a fucking micro version of the Chicken Man.
Woo!
That was a fun episode.
That was a great episode.
Yeah.
That was a fantastic episode. Fuck, we had Chick-fil-A after.
We did have Chick-fil-A after. I didn't find a knuckle. Not one knuckle.
No. It's good.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'll probably do another true crime one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was way easier than I thought it was going to
Yeah,
be.
it was way easier. Yeah.
I was worried about
We kept it lighthearted though.
Yeah. It was kind of hard to do.
Yeah, dude.
You
Yeah.
know? And that was the whole challenge is like, okay, what we're talking about is an actual thing that happened where a chick got fucking boiled in stew.
Luckily, the chick was like kind of badass too.
Right.
So obviously, it's a tragedy and it's fucking bummer. She was killed by a piece of shit.
Dude, let's have one of them Quentin Tarantino movies where he just changes shit.
Yeah, but it's you
She
know
just fucks him up.
it's way better than like when you hear about like just like some completely innocent fucking person getting killed, because at least she was just like fucking like cussed them out and fucking would bang guys in front of them and fucking fucked him up with a pit bull.
Dude, good for her. Good for her, dude. Fuck the chicken man.
But I will not say I ain't blaming no victims ever. But I will say, I'd imagine the quickest way for somebody to like turn to the fucking dark side is if they have their fucking ex banging guys in their fucking house. I'd imagine that fucking weighs on the soul pretty fucking quick.
Dude, if this is happening out there, just leave the house.
Oh, dude,
bro.
if you are in a situation like that,
Yes.
fucking move into your car, dude. Like,
do whatever you need to get out of that house.
Fuck out of there.
You don't need any of that.
No, you don't need that.
The minute you go, you know what? Just go live in a boat in the harbor. All right? Do whatever you have to do. Move in with your parents. Like, whatever you have to do the minute you get
Move
out
in
of
with
there.
Nick if you have to.
Yeah, you move in with Nikki.
Yeah, come to my house.
Yeah. It's funny. So much of that reminded me of Nikki's house. I've only seen it from the outside.
But you know what's funny about
He
Nikki's
told
house?
me
My
stories
place is
about
not
like
that
random strangers just like sleeping on his couch and like they all don't know who the fuck it is. They all
Yeah.
thought it was like somebody else's house guest.
I used to live there. I remember once we had like some fucking who's that little Mexican guy that had like liver failure or some shit?
Junior.
Memo?
Yeah, Memo.
Yeah,
That was Armando's friend.
Yeah, I remember this guy Memo. It was just like some Mexican dude barely spoke English, and he was just like at the bar all the time.
Right.
And I remember for whatever reason, he was kind of like sleeping on our sofa for like a couple days, or like a week or two or whatever. And I remember for whatever reason we were having like a house meeting, and then he was like sitting in there in the kitchen, and I'm just like, what the fuck is he doing here? Like, he doesn't actually fucking live here. I'm like, this fucking guy has a vote.
What were you guys voting on?
We probably weren't. It was probably I probably like didn't pay the fucking like internet bill, and like so they had to have a meeting to fucking berate me.
I'm trying to hang up my new furry poster. God damn it.
Yeah.
What else is new?
Let me see. We touched on last episode.
Yeah.
We touched on what we ate.
Did I tell you I got moved into an office?
Oh yeah, did
In
we
my
talk
neck
about it
of
on
the
this?
woods?
No, we
I
didn't
don't
talk
think
about
we
it on the
talked
show.
about that
Oh,
last show.
okay. Yeah.
What a fucking environment. Holy shit.
Office, yeah.
It's like it's a different area. I used to be in a warehouse and like with all these like, construction dudes and stuff, and then we're in the process of like reorganizing stuff, and so they put me in. I'm in like the cubicle part now with like the rest of the office folk.
Yeah.
Jesus, I don't know what happened, but like, dude. So they put me in the cubicle, and I go, "What the fuck is that?"
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, "What is this?" And I pointed at the desk, and they're like, "It's a sit-stand desk."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Oh, why?"
Because if you want to stand.
Yeah. And I was like, "Oh yeah." And then I look around me, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's right. You guys can't fucking tear yourselves away from the fucking work you're ignoring and walk around for 10 minutes."
To get the blood flow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a sit-stand desk.
Do you have your preset settings?
I have it jacked all the way up.
Fucking
I stand.
not all the way up.
As high as it goes.
It would be at your chin.
It's at my like chest.
Why do you have it?
I don't know. It's just comfortable for me to like type like this and shit.
like a fucking goblin.
Yeah. I type like this.
He just likes to constantly feel like he's at the bank.
Yeah, I feel it's comfortable. Well, because I like to lean on it.
Like I'm ordering at Starbucks.
Yeah, and it's like lean like that. Yeah, it's comfortable. I stand. I don't like sitting. I don't know.
I'd say I do not. The environment's weird.
Is it quiet?
Yeah. It's super quiet.
Yeah.
Super quiet. And then like, but
Can
now.
you like listen to shit at your desk?
Yeah,
and stuff?
yeah. But now they're like, inviting, my dumbass and fucking me and my boys are coming over there. We're right in the middle of everything now. Nothing's changed. I think they figured we would like fucking curb it somehow. But you're talking about a bunch of like fucking construction dudes coming out.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, I moved at my work. I moved to the office like a year and a half ago, almost 2 years now, and it was definitely a change for me. Because anyone that knows me personally knows that I don't have the best filter. I talk a lot of shit, but I've been good though. I
like it.
I keep it very low pro there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like nobody knows. Like it was funny this one time.
Not when I fucking work there.
There's like a company meeting or something, and so like all of us from like upstairs started like walking downstairs or whatever. And I was like walking with a couple of my coworkers and like BSing, and then there was like this fucking dude there, and I was just like, "Oh, are they fucking still paying you to stand around?" And then like and then I was just like, "Oh, I'm like, hey, that's a nice shirt." I'm like, "What size do you think it fucking was when you put it on?" And then they both my coworkers like looked at me and they're just like shocked, and I was just like, "Oh yeah," so I talk to people down here, I guess. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think now nothing's changed much then.
No, I keep it pent up though.
I remember I fucking turned the corner one day and you were in an equal battle, I would say, with the special needs man that was working there over a toothbrush that you threw away. That was my favorite one. I turned
Fuck 'em.
corner.
No, dude.
I turned the corner of the break room, and it's you pointing at him. Going, no, fuck that, you little fucker! And you started laying into him.
Yeah. Yeah, he left the toothbrush like in the break room, like on the break table. It's in the middle of the table. I didn't know whose it was, and I'm like, "The fuck is this shit?" And so like I fucking like tossed it, and then like he came in like fucking yelling at me, and he was just like, "Why'd you throw my toothbrush away?" And I'm like, "Why the fuck are you keeping it on the?" I'm like, "Everybody eats here. Like, why are you keeping it in the break room?" And he's like, "That's where I put it." And I'm like, "No, it isn't." And that's I won't get into it. But anyways, I threw his toothbrush away. I don't give a fuck. If you're leaving something that goes inside of your fucking mouth on a fucking table in a communal space where people eat, and if somebody has the decency to throw it out and not just walk past it like a fucking bystander and does something about it, they should be fucking rewarded, not fucking yelled at.
I'm gonna say you guys had a unique relationship.
We share a birthday, me and him. Me and him have the same birthday.
You guys are brothers, huh?
Yeah. And I saw today because Nikki follows him on Instagram because he's a fucking pervert. He announced today that it was his birthday. And then Nick's like,
so you caught him in a lie.
yeah. Nick's like, oh, it's Ray Ray's birthday, and I'm like, no, me and him have the same birthday. He's doing it for fucking sympathy. He's trying to get
presents.
He's trying to get fucking presents. That sneaky little fuck. I have a fucking mind to call him up. Yeah. I know you're fucking game, kid. It's all right. Fuck him.
He used to threaten to tell his mom, and he'd get super scared. He'd run off.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
acting a fool.
And he'd tell my mom that I'm mean to him?
Yeah. He would go tell your mom, and then you threaten to tell his mom, and he'd be like, no,
Yeah.
don't you do that.
You little fuck. Yeah, fucking sneaky little fuck. God bless him. I miss him every day, though. My only begotten son.
Yeah. 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 If you did have children, not far off.
Yeah. Well, my son, where is he? Milo, my little pug.
He's with his mom.
Yeah, he's not the smartest boy in the world.
There's definitely like a Venn diagram of the two people just mentioned between Milo and Ray.
Yeah, that's true. They have the same thumbs.
They have the same eyes. Milo's a pug.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you? What have you been up to?
So I got moved into that fucking office. Let's see what else has been doing with me. I'm deep into Ghost of Tsushima. I'm playing that fucking
Samurai
hard.
fucking ninja game?
Yeah, dude.
Good game.
Dude, I'm taking Mongols out.
Are they white?
The Mongols?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Or are they Asian?
well, I do put the game in black and white mode, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess
so
you could make the argument.
so it's not historically accurate then.
Well, we don't know because that didn't happen. Remember?
The Mongols were fake.
Yeah.
And if they were real, they were white.
We'll never escape it that you did it.
Yeah.
That you did it. I'm actually surprised that we haven't gotten any. But I guess we're not big enough. But I'm surprised we haven't gotten any Tartarian flack.
Yeah. Yeah, I put all the hashtags in there and stuff
Yeah.
like that. It hasn't really popped off though.
Yeah. Mention a couple of their names.
I think
Tell them they suck. We can
there's
get
a guy
going.
named Mind Unveiled.
Mind Unveiled. Suck dick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I'm sure maybe we'll get something from that.
Allegedly, fuck you.
I finally tampered down the fucking algorithm. Whew. I
Yeah.
got that chick out of there. That was
Oh, yeah.
dude. She was popping up like every other video, telling me about her fucking bullshit.
So what he's talking about is that we all three of us, well, no, I just do it, but the Way of the Void Instagram, like and follow. It's a good time.
Yeah, it is.
But I'll often, anytime I see like a fucking loony talking about like the ice wall or fucking Tartarians, or
Right.
I usually only send them stuff that I think is like ridiculous, and it's kind of like a fucking Trojan horse, because I know once they start clicking on it, it starts fucking up their algorithm.
Yeah.
And then it populates their
It
fucking
fucking
lives.
did, dude. You got me hook, line, and sinker.
Insidious.
Dude, it's diabolical work.
Yeah.
Every other video, this bitch is talking about sound bowls being fucking Tartarian and all kinds of loony shit. Finally, I went to the search page and just fucking clicked every giant ass I saw, and that fucking erased the memory banks. Yeah, it banished Tartaria from my fucking algorithm. Then I went back in, and you have to like go back in. Now you have to hit a bunch of like art. That's the best.
Hit a bunch of art.
Yeah, you hit a bunch of art in the search page. So
Yeah.
you get yourself out of there.
Yeah.
But it's good for a rewind. It's so fucking weird when it is in your algorithm too, because you don't expect it. It'll start off as some like weird fucking news story, and then like this fucking goblin will just pop up from the bottom like, ha, ha, I told ya.
Yeah.
I told you.
Yeah.
Benjamin Franklin wasn't real.
Yeah, I don't have TikTok, but it sounds like fucking TikTok is full of fucking loonies. Oh, speaking of loonies, did you guys notice the uptick in crazy people on Instagram lately?
Like, what do you mean?
Like legit, like schizophrenic fucking people. Like,
You're gonna have to be way more specific, dude. How
Like-
many accounts I follow that are? I follow a guy that does gardening on salvia, like, and you know, if we're talking about mental health, I don't think everything's fucking all good there.
yeah, I just noticed that when I was home with food poisoning, I was like on like fucking like my explore page and just like
Yeah.
looking at shit, and it was just like all these fucking loonies, like over and over again.
Do you mean like they're more sad videos?
Yeah, like
it's sad.
yeah. Like there was like some lady
Like
that
hoarders and shit, and like nasty ass apartments.
like
fucking talking
I got
themselves and
wrapped
stuff.
up into this one where it was like this older lady that you could tell she had like fucking, I don't know what kind of fucking filter she had on, but it was
she
like
had
it was like
demons.
motherfucking flickering and shit. Like like that lady must have like a fucking box of fucking worms for a face, because that fucking that filter was like fucking
It's like the Zoom backgrounds when somebody walks in and out of it.
yeah, it was like fucking going off. Looked like a goddamn hologram from a fucking 70s movie. But she was talking about being a boy mom, and then she was like talking about getting in arguments with
You're
her.
the boy mom.
Like she has a son,
Oh, okay.
and then like getting in arguments with like her son's overly possessive girlfriend, and like all this shit. And she was just going on these rants about her son's girlfriend and talking all this shit. And then she was getting in arguments with people in the comments about like posting a picture of her son. You know what I mean? And then she's like, okay, I'll post a picture of my son. And then the picture was like totally like AI.
Right.
And then she would like post the video of herself with like a men's like male filter, saying that it was her son, and it was like, hey, stop picking on my moms, and like stop picking on my mama, and like we're so close and I love her so much. And I'm like, this fucking kook probably doesn't even have kids, and she's just like fucking on the internet, like babbling to fucking me.
Yeah. To you.
To me personally.
So you followed it, right?
Oh fuck yeah, I followed
Yeah.
it. Oh,
You don't
dude.
let those ones go.
Oh no. They're
No
like
way,
fucking
dude. That's
gold.
what happened with this fucking gardening on Salvia, dude. The dude is so sick. He's sitting down in his fucking. I think I sent it to you, but he's sitting down in his yard, and he goes through like the soil that you're gonna need for the succulent he's gonna plant. He's like, but first, let's get our salvia going. He like grabs this big old bong and takes a rip, and he grabs the trowel and he tries, and then it's just him on the ground.
Just twitching
Yeah, he sounds. Yeah,
till the camera.
yeah,
fucking
dude. He
runs
sounds
out.
like that deaf rapper from Africa. You see that guy?
Fuck yeah.
Dude, he's the shit. I want to go to that guy's show, dude.
a friend of the show.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I think for the most part, I think the internet was a mistake. But man, it's full of fucking treasure, dude.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, I always love those accounts when they pop up. Yeah. Do you see our boy that used to, the one that you got me in fucking Instagram jail for? Our boy that had relations with a doll.
Oh yeah.
Did you see him go rollerblading?
And shocking, he's a wrestling fan.
Yeah. Yeah. I still follow
He
him.
like wears a fucking WWE belt and shit.
I
like
still
that.
follow him, dude. I got back in. Mm-hmm. So, all right, to catch you guys up, Eric comes running up to me. This is back when we worked together. Fuck, dude, this has to be like 7 years ago. I've been following this dude for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
He comes running up to me at work, and he was like, "Hey, do you have your phone?" And I go, "Yeah." And he was like, "Hey, you need to follow this guy." And I was like, "What?" He's follow him. I need to fucking find something out. And I was like, "What is this guy?" And it's a man who has a relationship with one of those love dolls. It's like an inanimate doll. And I was like, "Oh fuck, okay, I do need to follow this."
And he carts it around in a
And
wheelchair.
little did I know though that I was the next to succumb because it had already taken you out. You had commented and got placed in Instagram jail.
Yeah.
And they didn't like you. And said I was right behind you. And I think for a while there, only Jason could view his stuff. And then I got back in.
Where's Jason from?
Where's he from originally?
You're like, where?
I don't fuck.
Where does he live?
Where does he live now?
Yeah.
Atlanta.
Yeah, he's fucking neighbors with this dude. For sure.
Yeah. But there's that other kid that always like, fuck this shit and jumps on stuff.
Yeah,
Fucking-
superhuman.
Yeah, superhuman.
Yeah, superhuman.
And I was like I should like Jason saw that. He was just like, fuck Donnie? Like,
Yeah.
I was like, I went to school with him.
Yeah, I went to school with him. He used
Yeah.
to pick on me. I have a superhuman t-shirt.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. I'm glad he's still at it.
This is him with his shirt off and he's like in a pile of fucking barbed wire and shit. He's like so sick. Yeah, he's like fucking kook that's he's like a backyard wrestler, but he doesn't wrestle anybody.
No, he wrestles himself.
Yeah,
his
he
own
like
demons.
wrestles
And
inanimate
believe me,
objects.
it's enough.
Yeah, he like runs into refrigerators and starts like
He
wrestling
gives like the
refrigerator.
people's elbow to like a microwave.
Yeah.
Like,
Sweet kid for sure.
Yeah. Insane Clown Posse fan.
Insane Clown Posse fan.
Yeah, Juggalo.
Dude, did you notice that is another one where I feel like people made fun of it ironically, and now like
Right.
they're like bigger than ever.
Yeah, are they?
Yeah, like they have like all these like
Dude.
like the actual because like do you remember back in the day like you'd see like the like what was it called like the Gathering of the Juggalos?
Yeah.
And it would be like like a bunch of fucking fat dudes and a bunch of fucking women that look like fucking mutants. And like now it's like all these like fucking weird like clown makeup like Instagram fucking models that are like hang
Yeah.
out with them and shit. And I'm
Yeah.
like, how the fuck did that happen?
Yeah, I think that like the whatever gets like in the zeitgeist, like whatever era, like anything from there is gonna come back. You know, because the same thing can happen with Kid Rock too. Like he got all popular again, but his was like a political run, but it was still just a popularity boost.
Yeah.
Where like I was like, dude, wasn't this dude doing like cruise ships with Sheryl Crow or something? Like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
And now he's like fucking back at it.
he's like in the White House.
Yeah, fucking bawing with the ba and shit. Hey, for those that might follow the Instagram too, fucking it might get even more fun if you go like and follow because we were talking about it over the lovely meal at Chick-fil-A, but fucking producer Nikki here was fucking around with his ManyVids account and fucking figured out how to do some shorts.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we might start popping out shorts.
Yeah, he was fucking around with his fucking his OnlyFans teasers, and he's like, you know what? I think I can do this for the fucking podcast too.
I like it.
So
Oh yeah, I'm gonna give Nikki access to the Twitter so he could like be in charge of the Twitter.
oh, great.
I don't fuck with Twitter, so like I don't know how it works. So
Great. He's gonna go off on his fucking political dissent bullshit.
Yeah, dude, we're gonna
It's
get
be
fucking yeah.
weird.
We're gonna get blackballed because he's like, like I go on the fucking Twitter and it's just like a bunch of pictures of Nancy Pelosi with her eyes
I was
scratched
just
out.
gonna say, dude, you're gonna call me up and be like, we got a cease and desist from Nancy Pelosi. I think I gotta take Nikki off the Twitter.
Yeah,
Yeah. What could go wrong? Fuck it, Nikki. I like it. Yeah, that's all that's really been new with me. You ready to get into this?
am I gonna get spooked?
So, funny you should mention it. Your last topic is eerily adjacent to this one. Today, we're going to do a deep dive. I mentioned them before, but I didn't really go into too much detail. But we are going to do the women in white or the white lady ghosts. And I say ghosts as in plural because there's a fucking army of these things. An army of them. But the reason it's adjacent to yours is because all of these, there's only one way to make a white lady ghost. Now, a woman's going to die, and it's not going to be a fucking pleasant experience.
I don't support that.
No, I don't think anybody does, but I wouldn't be surprised if your fucking boy, the Chicken Man, made himself a fucking white lady ghost that night.
Yeah. I bet you that apartment is haunted.
I bet it's haunted as fuck. Right? Mm-hmm. So, the white lady ghosts, they're old as fuck. They go back, long time. Not quite like biblical long, but definitely, you know, fucking when there were knights and shit started up, like medieval shit. And all of them have one through line. It's a woman, it can be a daughter, it can be a wife, it can be, you know, just a regular, like, chick around the village, whatever. But she's going to get wronged, and then she's going to get killed. And then from there, it kind of makes almost like a creature. Like, they all kind of, you know, it reminded me a little bit of the Wendigo a little bit, too. Like, if this certain sequence of things happens to this unfortunate young woman,
Yeah.
she could come back as this thing. Now, they're all like varying degrees of like how much they'll fucking come to bring the pain. Like the ones that were really fucked up, they'll straight kill you. They say that they'll drag you down to like hell. Check this out. Get my notes here.
This might be triggering for you, but you know what video game has a lot of the ladies in white?
Yeah, the fucking Witcher 3.
The Witcher 3.
Yeah.
They call them the White Wraiths.
Oh, when do you get to see them or fight them or anything?
What do you
have to do? First you have to go and do the medieval dog show and make sure that you train this puppy so they can do all the obstacles before you can go fucking fight the monster.
So it's funny you mention that because I know you probably didn't run into any of them.
No.
Because you run into them within the first 10 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
So
I had long turned it off.
Yeah. You started it up, saw a fucking strong man with a sword and got scared and fucking dropped your controller, hid under the fucking table.
You're not going to make me fucking change my ways on the Witcher 3.
And your wife had to fucking
Witcher 3.
coax you out from under the bed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're not going to make me change my ways. You're not going to fucking intimidate me into losing my shit on the Witcher 3 again. Your fucking thing can break. What fucking game?
It's steel and silver. It's gonna break.
Fuck you. Name another one where your shit just breaks.
Zelda.
It doesn't break.
Oblivion. What's the other one? Skyrim.
Fallout.
Your guns break.
Fuck.
What is it? A degradation mechanic is in every game. Every RPG.
I didn't appreciate it. I did not appreciate The Witcher 3. You fucking Gwent. Fuck them. Anyway, I know that it's a Polish game, and there's a fuckload of these in Poland. So let's start with these are everywhere. I can go through. There's a ton of them. It's the creepiest shit ever. So this is the Czech Republic. Like the best known white lady is the ghost of Perchta of Rosenberg. Now, this one is like the daughter of a nobleman, and the dad didn't pay like the agreed upon dowry. Ooh. So the husband just fucking tortured her for the entirety of their marriage. Yeah, good time, I guess. And just tortured her for the entirety of their marriage. Then on his deathbed, he was like, ooh, kind of fucked that one up. So he calls her in like, hey, do you forgive me? Obviously she's like, no, fuck that. And so then he curses her. And within the curse, once she dies, she's doomed to fucking roam around in her white wedding dress looking for the fucking dowry that was never paid and shit. That's one of them. Do you know what immured is?
Immured. No.
I'll give you a hint. Interred is when you're dead.
Yeah. Oh. Buried alive.
So yeah, this other lady, I believe, in Germany, she didn't produce an heir for her father, who was also a man of power, and so she got immured. Now, immured is basically you're walled up in the wall of somewhere, you know. Interred is when you're already dead. That's like a tomb. So immured, they leave a brick out for this lovely young lady so that they could feed her food and water.
Oh.
So that it takes years to die. Now, after that, the entire castle and house and adjoining house that this is supposed to have taken place in is haunted to this day.
Good.
Yeah. She's pissed too.
Fuck.
Violent hauntings too. These things get buck wild. Ours are like kind of on another level. Like ours are pretty, like ours are kind of mixed in with the United States has like Pennsylvania has one. We have one in Santa Cruz, which I didn't know about this. But anyways, the early 1900s, there was a woman who lived in a house on Graham Hill, which right by that cemetery. There's a cemetery on a road in Graham Hill. Anyway, and the house burnt down in the 1970s. Only the stone slabs remained. But like to this day, people will report seeing this woman in a white bloody dress. And if you were to approach her to try to help her, like this, where most of these accounts come from, she's only muttering about wanting to fucking kill you. Yeah. These things are so fucking cool. They'd be so badass as like
An enemy in a video game?
I was to say a movie, you know.
What's that one movie?
What?
The La Lorna?
What? Oh, the La Llorona.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's one of them Conjuring movies. Yeah, that one is actually considered like a different thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one's not considered
Okay.
a lady in white. That one's considered a weeping woman, which is like a different subsect of female ghost. The weeping woman has like different rules. It's usually around water, and it's usually has to do with the death of kids.
Oh, okay. Like drowning and shit.
Yeah, like in some stories, she kills her own kids because her husband cheated on her. And then in other stories, her kids like drown in a river accident. And then she drowns like shortly after that by suicide.
Kill your own kids because your husband cheated on you?
Well, I didn't say her fucking joint was well wrapped.
Yeah.
I'm just saying fucking, you know. It was back in the day when you just did drastic shit like that. Remember honor killings? That was like the same time. When it was like, dude, you had a relationship with a slave. I'm going to help you out. Yeah.
So you're not.
Yeah,
dishonored.
so you're not dishonored, right?
Yeah.
That's like a lot of that comes from these types of practices. It's fucked.
And then they're just doomed to walk the earth forever.
Yeah.
Sick.
Now ours are also ours also stem from a lot of hit and runs. America just has so much more automotive travel than a lot of countries, like European countries. That ours stem from a lot of those. Like the girl that gets hit in her prom dress is a woman in white, like in our neck of the woods. And then you'll see her try to hitchhike with people.
I may have a woman in white story.
Lay it on me, big
of
dog.
my own. So I years and years ago, I used to live in Watsonville, and the place that I lived was very close to Mount Madonna. It was like essentially right under Mount Madonna, and I lived with my grandmother. It was like a family home or whatever. So like my mom and stuff, like, and uncles have like lived there and stuff like that. They all grew up there, and my aunts, I guess, would tell stories that they would hear women crying and running down the hallway
In the house.
because I guess at one point it used to all be like apple orchards.
Yeah.
And I guess like a bunch of women had been like assaulted and murdered in apple orchards back in the day. Mm-hmm. And so when they built neighborhoods and houses, all these houses were haunted with these like ladies.
Right.
And for some reason I started getting night terrors, and I would like wake up, but I couldn't wake up and move or whatever.
You got sleep paralysis?
Yeah, I'd get sleep paralysis.
Fuck.
And one of the times, there was a woman in like a white like dress, it looked like an old lady in a white gown standing right next to me, and I couldn't wake up or move. And then when I finally did, it like disappeared. And that happened to me like 2 or 3 times.
Really?
In that room. Yeah.
What happens when you left the room? Like when you didn't sleep in that room? Did you ever sleep in a different room in the
I've
house?
never had sleep paralysis ever again.
Really?
Only when I fucking lived in that room. And then this one time I remember I was like laying down sleeping, and I like woke up and I felt all this pressure on my like stomach and chest.
Right.
And I opened my eyes, and there
Like he
was
sitting on you.
there was a naked old woman sitting on my chest.
Like I said, Nikki was sitting on you.
And she had a bunch of like scars and cuts all over herself, and she started choking me. And I remember I put my hand up like this.
You said, "No,
and
Nikki, stop."
She fucking bit my hand.
Yeah.
And then I woke up, and actually right before I woke up, I was looking up, and there was this fucking like person biting my hand. And then
You're like, "Stop, Nikki, I'm gonna come."
The ceiling, the ceiling burst into flames. So I was just sitting there in this flaming room with
Jesus
a fucking
Christ.
old
That
naked
was a good
woman
one. She fucking
choking me.
Woo!
And then I woke up.
Dude, that
and
old woman didn't know what she was fucking playing with, dude. You about to curl them toes, girl.
I woke up, and my hand was like throbbing and had like a big old fucking welt on it.
God damn.
And that was like one of the last times I ever like encountered it.
Just pissed.
Yeah.
This is exactly a white woman ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Even has the lore to go along with it. You know what's funny too is there's not really a way to get rid of them. Like we haven't. The exorcisms don't work.
yeah.
You know, the Warrens fucking tried one out.
Oh yeah.
And one of their
yeah.
bullshits, they went to the Union Cemetery, which has a notorious one. That one's known for trying to fucking like unlock your car and pull you out of that shit and just beat the fuck out of you. It doesn't kill you, but it beats just living shit out of you, apparently.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
Which one?
The Union Cemetery one, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. That one, so that one there's like a white lady ghost, but they don't know if it's a lady. It's described as like a white figure,
Okay.
like shrouded in a cloak. And it just fucking opens your shit up when you pull up to the gates at night. And it's just like, you think you come see me? And then just starts fucking throwing them bows, dude.
God damn.
Yeah. Part of me kind of likes it because there is a sect of these things. Like, I didn't expect to come across this. I didn't come across it in most of the, like, you know, legit sources. Like, this is some Reddit shit.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a sect of these things. So, do you remember Ghostbusters when they're all sleeping and one of them fucking ghosts decides to get a little busy?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There is a sect of these things that are like, that operate like that. They'll seduce you. Yeah.
Man, trying to explain that one.
Right. Whew.
It was a ghost, honey.
Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing. Yeah.
I couldn't help myself.
Yeah. The fucking, and you know, luck of the draw, which one? Like if you're just walking along a road at night, you know?
Yeah, it's either gonna fuck you or beat the fuck out of you. Yeah. Yeah.
Some of them they say are like, some of them have been attributed to missing persons and stuff.
Whoa.
Well, there's one there. So get this, in one of these countries, there is, which one was it? Let me find it real quick. I have it in my notes.
Imagine a ghost killing somebody. I'd imagine that would probably make another ghost.
Yeah, I think it depends. Because it doesn't say like they just kill you like right there. It says they drag you to the fucking underworld. The nether realm, dude.
I don't know. It kind of sounds like some of these ladies might have a fucking anger management issue. I don't want to blame the victim, but they're not sounding.
To be fair, like how they
100%
go out
innocent.
sounds like it sucks. Like that. Here we go. It's in Russia. That's where you can get tagged up by the maidens of Uli.
Oh, okay, cool. So it's cross-eyed.
Yeah. Well, it isn't. They are, as there's 350 of them.
Fuck. In Russia?
Yeah, dude, they attack like a regular fucking like military unit, and they are said to drag away fiancés on their wedding day, and they're just never seen again. They just drag them to hell, they say. Yeah.
Damn.
Now, the way that the Maidens of Uli started,
Man, talk about getting out of a fucking marriage.
right? That's
Yeah.
an East Siberian legend. That, let's see, in the village of Ukhrest Oblast, Russia, it tells of Lady Bolzahui. Now, Lady Bolzahui sounds fucking dope, right? So
Lady
she had a-
Bolzahui?
Yeah, Bolzahui. Dude, what do you want me to do? You want me to spell this shit? Bulzhuuhai. Go ahead. Give it a shot. I'll fucking wait.
I know, I'm
Think
good.
you could do it better?
I didn't say I could do it better.
Bolzahui.
Bless you.
Oh, shit, dude. Her last name is Duhui.
Dude. Fuck, goddamn.
D-
Motherfucking clown names over there. Jesus.
Duuhai. That's her last name.
It's not a real place, dude. Not a real place. Fucking made up.
No, yep. There's an ice wall, and that's it.
Yeah, it's an ice
know
wall.
that.
It's not real. It's Tartaria. It's not real.
So, anyway, she didn't want to marry, you know? She's one of them. And, she kept running away once she got married off, like her dad was like, she was like, I don't want to marry, Dad. And then, Dad was like, well,
I don't want you around the fucking house. Yeah. So take
what
your
do you
fucking
think happens next?
Yeah, take your fucking two
Yeah.
goats to your husband. Get the fuck out of here.
So she kept running away, and for that, so get this: in Russia, I guess there's a yurt that you can lock your wife in when she does this. It's like a it's like a thing.
Do tell.
Yeah. So it's supposed to be a traditionally white yurt, right? Well, this guy, he was pissed because she kept running away on him, so he constructed the black yurt, and that's what she got locked into. And she was so fucking disgusted that he would break marital tradition such as
Black
this.
yurt.
Yeah, give me a black yurt instead of my white shit like I'm supposed to.
the
What
name-
are the other fucking ladies gonna say?
It's the name of our fucking band.
Yeah, dude, the black yurts of Belzahui Doo. It sounds like some fucking Lord of the Rings shit.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So, anyways, she gets out of the black yurt.
Fucking
I guess he didn't lock it good enough, and she hangs herself in the barn.
Oh,
Yeah, and then she kind of becomes one of these white ghost things.
you
And
played
then
yourself.
she starts fucking recruiting. And now there's 350 of them strong, just roaming around like, who's getting fucking married?
Damn. It's fucking bitter ass lady.
Dude. Yeah, you're totally hoping you get one of the fucking seduction ones. Those ones are like, all the accounts are like, it's very cold to the touch. And like, I don't know. I'm like, well, if the choices are getting dragged to hell or fucking my ass beat outside of my own car or whatever,
Or
I'll fucking power through.
Yeah, or freezing your little fucking pecker off.
I'll power through. I'm
Yeah.
fucking,
Okay.
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a tough choice.
So this fucking lady, this fucking Horton Here's a Who fucking lady, it turned herself into a ghost, and then she
Oh,
started.
I don't think she planned.
Yeah.
But
But
yeah.
so essentially, she turns herself into a ghost, and now she's making a ghost army.
Dude, she's like the general of her own little like Mongol fucking.
Are all
horde.
the ghosts? Are they all fucking white ladies too?
Yep.
All right.
They have a sneaking suspicion that their numbers have grown because that's where they end up, like the ones that they steal.
Oh wow.
Because that's their modus operandi. They don't go for the dude. They're like, no, dude.
Oh okay.
It's like the ultimate cock block. They're like, on your wedding day, no, I'm gonna take her, and then they just disappear, and then she becomes a white lady ghost too. She's just like one of the ranks.
Whoa.
350 of them.
God damn.
Like, how do you even, because that's the other part of this. Usually there's ways to like combat this. Even like the super spiritually based ones, the ones that like believe in like the power of Christ and all that, like they're just like fucking run. Like that's what they think.
Man, 300 weeping fucking women sounds like
No, those are different. These are just pissed.
Oh, pissed.
Yeah, the weeping women, they'll go after your kids apparently. They'll do a lot of that. That's what they did in that movie, that fucking La Llorona movie.
Yeah. Is that a Spanish movie?
No.
Okay, I
Are you
don't know.
fucking kidding me?
I don't know. Well, because didn't they make a fucking what are those hidden camera movies where people fucking fly against the wall and shit? Paranormal Activity.
Paranormal Activity.
Didn't they make a couple Spanish ones?
I don't know.
Yeah, they
I
made.
know there's a fuckload of them.
I think they made a couple like Spanish language
there's all
ones.
kinds of them. They went through witches and ghosts and fucking Bigfoot, all kinds of shit.
Yeah, Nikki, is that true? You watch Mexican shit?
Yes, of course.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah. I didn't know about the white lady one that it was in Santa Cruz. That one's creepy.
Yeah, I didn't. I never. I've only heard about the Mount Madonna one.
Right. Right.
But I've never heard of the one in Santa Cruz.
Yeah. I told you about the Brazil one. The one where the lady had a relationship with a slave and the dude made her eat the slave. Yeah. I mentioned that, I think, in the Warrens episode.
Yeah.
That's how that legend in Brazil gets started. That's where that's the cool part about this is like you have like a through line all the way to like the back of these legends and stuff. Like they're like a kernel of truth. Nah, that shit happened.
Some fucking dirty business, my
Yeah,
friend.
dude. There's one where this family has moved in as far up as 2019. These things have been sighted, seen, interacted with. There's all these accounts, especially in the United States, of people giving them rides because a lot of ours are hitchhikers.
Oh, the hitchhikers that were killed or fucking hit or something.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of these stories. They hitchhike to cemeteries typically,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
Actually, I kind of heard, I don't know if this is true, but the Mount Madonna one, I heard that has to do with a hitchhiker.
Could be.
My mom and dad once told me, well, my mom told me, so she might have been full of shit. She was. But she said that she was on Mount Madonna doing something, probably nothing good. And she said this one time she heard like weird like gurgling and shit in the forest, you know? And then the next day they found like a fucking dead hitchhiker.
No
so she
shit.
thinks it might have been the fucking lady fucking all fucked up.
Trying to fucking get help.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh.
So good one, Mom. You made a white lady.
Yeah. Yeah. Congrats. Congratulations. They are there's no limit to what they can kind of haunt too. Like that one in Santa Cruz, it's just cement slabs from the foundation of this house that's left. So the original house was in like 1900 or something like that. That's when like that whole thing kind of happened where like the lady, I think she was caught in some kind of accident, like a house fire or something like that.
Ugh.
Yeah. Or maybe no, that's a different one. I'm sorry, I'm getting confused. Now the Santa Cruz one, I think she was stabbed by a boyfriend, I think. So then like in the 70s, it used to be like a spot where teenagers would go to drink and stuff. And then there was a fire there in the 1970s, and then it was just 4 walls, no roof. And then there was another fire that took the thing out, and then they finally demolished the rest of it. So there's just the slabs, and I think they might have removed one of those.
Yeah.
But she's still there. She's still seen.
Damn.
Still seen.
Probably still $1 million house.
Yeah. Live in, mate.
Man. And then so you're saying that there's nothing they could really do.
Nothing that I've read. There's
Yeah.
nothing that can like get rid of them. There's no fixing the curse.
Okay.
Right? Like there's no fixing whatever they are now. They're just these weird, almost wraith-like.
Yeah.
Like they are normally, and I when I say there's a sect of like seductive ones, really slim.
Okay.
Like I'm really hesitant to say that those ones. I'll put it this way. Something tells me it's the same type of dudes that are like, yeah, I met up with one of those seductive white lady ghosts. Like they're the same dudes that are like, I was abducted by hot aliens that only wanted my seed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 7 foot
So-
tall fucking blonde aliens.
Yeah. What's up?
Are they called the Nordic aliens?
The Nordic
Yeah,
aliens.
yeah.
They all play that WNBA now.
Yeah.
That's where those fucking aliens went.
Did we talk about that already?
I think we talked about my new fascination.
Yeah, your new
with the
fascination with it?
WNBA drama.
God, I love that how you're fucking
My brain
your
works.
fucking shit is wild.
It's fucking no.
Yeah.
I just love fucking drama, and I love shit talking.
It's the only
know what I
thing
mean?
we've ever been fucking
Yeah.
remotely okay
Yeah,
at.
and I just love watching these fucking like 6 foot, 7 foot tall broads just fucking throwing each other on the ground and shit.
That part is tight.
Yeah,
That part is tight.
yeah.
It's like an unwanted, like, dude, we could keep going down this road, and you know that the WNBA is gonna like turn into like the lingerie football league. Like, they're gonna figure out what sells. They're gonna figure out what sells really.
Yeah, if they want
good.
to, want to start selling tickets, boy.
Yeah, No, so in Ireland, you've heard of the Banshee, right?
Yes.
There's speculation that this thing could be one of them.
Ooh, oh, okay.
Right? It's this old crone woman that can fucking scream loud and shit. You know, and like, yeah, I know. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of a stretch. Am I right, folks?
Yeah. If only there was a fucking quiet, fucking likable white lady goes, Jesus, I think I see the problem here.
Yeah, I kind of.
Yeah.
I think there's one thing about all these.
Yeah, dude.
Real mouthy. Don't want to get married.
I know. I hope one of these things will start haunting that whatever podcast. Or the men's rights podcast.
men's rights podcast. They get a fucking banshee ghost.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, those fucking nerds, they'll fucking change their tune real quick.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So the thing about the white lady ghosts is if you do encounter one, there's very little chance that it'll get attached, which is kind of a good thing. Like,
They're picky.
no, they're kind of like they fucking scare the shit out of you, or they beat the fuck out of you, and then they'll move on if you fuck off. You know?
Okay.
It's not like a poltergeist where it can get attached to you or something like that too. They're like always roaming around. You know, some of it is date related. Like some of the stories, it has to be like on their wedding day, or
the day they were killed, or
the day they were killed, stuff like that. There's a ton of them for prom. Prom is like any kind of tragedy that surrounds a prom. One of these things is likely to spring up in like the local folklore.
Dude, it's so crazy because like
car crashes or boyfriends losing their shit, you know. And
I never really went to prom. I never really gave a fuck. It's just funny when you always hear about this weird American folklore about these like how important the prom was, and it was just like I couldn't imagine giving a fuck about high school that much.
Right, I went to two.
To 2 high schools?
No, 2 proms.
You went to 2 proms.
I went to a junior prom too. I was a junior. I went to prom.
Damn, what was his name?
Fucking Nikki.
You went to 2 proms. I went to the Monte Vista Christian prom.
Why?
I was dating a fucking weird Christian girl, I guess.
You loopholed that one, I assume, right?
Yeah.
Fucking that's what's up.
It was weird. It was just like my fucking broke ass and like a bunch of fucking rich people.
Did they get all fucked up like normal?
Yeah, they got all
kids?
fucked up. They rented some crazy like hotel in Monterey.
Because like that kind of school too. It was it like uniforms and all that, and like
But the crazy
most of the parents sent them there because the school's better.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
the religious aspect, right? Yeah,
and but I remember at the time it was like some students like parents like funded the whole thing. It was just like some like, so I don't even know if it was like sanctioned by the school, but it was just like the parents put on a fucking crazy ass fucking prom.
I think my senior prom was at one of Diddy's houses. Yeah, dude.
Really?
Yeah. Like a house that he rented a bunch or something like that. We had our prom at this huge like mansion over the hill. And so we load in, we go over Highway 17, we just get out, there's this huge fucking mansion, and the big like rumor around it was that this was like a mansion that Diddy rented from time to time. And I was like, nowadays you're looking back like, I'm pretty sure I went to my prom fucking freak off house.
Damn. God damn. Nikki, where did you grow up again?
Morgan Hill, Gilroy area.
Yeah. So your prom was like in a fucking shed with a couple hellbells and stuff, right?
Yeah,
It was
dude.
actually in Monterey.
The back of a Chevy
Yeah, back of a Chevy.
pickup truck.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, we didn't have no prom. Tractor pull.
Yeah. Cool. I love it. I love the abuse Nikki gets.
Yeah. Did you go to the prom?
Yeah, I went to 2 proms as well. I went to one in Monterey and one in Sunnyvale.
What,
Yeah, see.
what was his name?
Yeah.
Okay. Cody.
I'll take back over. All right. Close to the mic so they can hear you.
Yeah. No, you're doing good. He's doing good this episode.
I know. I just like yelling that out.
I know. We like
Puts
yelling
him on edge.
Yeah.
So getting back to it, in our neck of the woods, these prom ones, they kind of follow like a very, 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 very similar pattern. It's always around a bridge or a cemetery. And it's always like the week of prom is when the sightings are. Like the week leading up to prom and prom night. Right? You're not going to see them like outside for the most part. There are other white lady ghosts that aren't like prom ones that are hitchhiking and stuff. Those ones are real creepy. So it takes you down this weird rabbit hole of the unsolved murder rate in the country and how many of these could probably be the creations of like a roaming nomadic killer. Whoa. A bunch of them pop up in the 70s. And because I think I have a line on like this. So the 60s and the 70s, hitchhiking had like this really big spike in popularity before people kind of realized the dangers.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of them, like, are you familiar with Orange Socks?
Orange Socks.
She's a famous nameless Jane Doe victim. So for a long time, this goes back to a serial killer named Henry Lee Lucas, right? And Henry Lee Lucas had a pretty fucking rough life. And he became this kind of drifter killer with another guy named Otis Toole, right?
Well, that's a cool name.
Yeah, well, Otis Toole was like a 7 foot tall, like flamboyantly gay serial killer. And his homeboy, Henry Lee, and him would fucking get up to no good. The problem is Henry Lee Lucas lies a lot. The cops kind of recognize this. They did a documentary on Netflix about it called The Confession Killer, where he's kind of so fucking dumb that he knows he's caught, but he just wants burgers and milkshakes and like TV and shit. And so they'll give him these things if he starts confessing to more unsolved shit. So it gets fucking wildly out of hand. But one of the ones that it highlights is this woman named Orange Socks. She's a young woman who was brutally fucking killed, raped, the whole 9 yards, right? And then she was dumped off an overpass. And the only thing that she had on was orange socks. That's why they call her that. So it kind of comes out that the timeline doesn't match up. So what you have is in the same area, you have one of these fucking things that is like said to be roaming around, but you also have a bunch. What I found interesting was there's a bunch in like the 60s, 70s of like hitchhiking girls that just disappear.
That's wild.
And it makes you wonder how many of these things that aren't the prom-related ones, which are like an obvious one. Like there's one, all the stories are kind of very predictable and the same with the prom ones. Not that they didn't happen or they're not real, but they're all like, either they got into a car crash on the way to the prom off the bridge. They fucking hit the gates of the cemetery and crashed their car there. The boyfriend lost his shit in a cornfield and strangled her or whatever. They kind of follow that through line of like a prom-related high school kid that dies in a horrible way. What I'm thinking is that a lot of these ones that aren't that are these hitchhiking ones, I think might be the victims of some of these fucking spikes and like the drifter killer kind of era.
Yeah.
Like the 60s and 70s, people, it was like a full-on culture, like van culture almost.
Yeah.
Like ass, grass, or cash. Nobody rides for free. Like that comes from hitchhiking culture.
Yeah. Well, it's like, all these people migrating from the Midwest to like San Francisco and shit in the 60s. They all hitchhiked.
They just didn't see the dangers of it. Hence fucking poor Orange Socks, So it comes out that Henry Lee Lucas probably had nothing to do with her. And so it's fucking unsolved.
Damn. Didn't that guy confess to like 100?
Fucking like 300.
Okay, yeah. So it's like impossible for him to
They
actually...
think that he killed like 6 people, I think. Something like that they can like hardcore, like, yeah, this guy did that. One of them's like his mom. The dude's life was terrible. If you do a little deep dive into Henry Lee Lucas, like his life was no good.
Fuck him.
Yeah, no excuse for it. But
yeah, but a lot of these serial killers, man, they had some rough upbringing.
Yeah, dude, you know what Charles Manson's name was?
What?
No Name Maddox.
Because his parents didn't give him a name or something?
His mom was just like some drunk fucking like drug addict lady who didn't care. So she was like, put no name on it, fuck it. And her last name was like Maddox at the time. But then she tried to give him away for like a pitcher of beer. She gave him to like some dude who was like, I'll take your boy. And she was like, sure. And bought her a pitcher of beer. So that was little Charlie's upbringing.
Damn.
She was like a career criminal. Yeah.
So she sounds like a piece of work.
But anyways, back to the White Lady Ghost. I think a lot of these sprang up at those hitchhiking times. Those hitchhiking times that went real bad. Because there's a lot of them that remain unsolved. And that's what kind of drew me into the White Lady, like hitchhiking ghosts around our neck of the woods. Like all the European ones, they have these kind of, they're all real medieval, and they all kind of have this like the royals and they're fucking all their bullshit.
Yeah.
Ours are like more, they're grittier and like, I don't know. They're like, listening to the White Lady Ghost stories of like Europe is like watching one of them fucking Leonardo DiCaprio Romeo and Juliet movies, whereas like watching the White Lady Ghost shit here is like watching like fucking Dirty Harry.
Yeah,
or
some
something.
fucking exploitation movie.
Yeah, it's like watching Judge Dredd or something. Like they're all way more fucking gnarly,
Brutal.
Like, yeah. You can see the fucking orange socks crime photo. I did that.
Ooh.
I'm like, yeah. Whew. Yeah, it's a number. You know, they're everywhere. I know I've mentioned that a lot, but I'm not kidding. The Philippines has them. A lot of them are a result of suicide too. And that seems to make them almost on the same rate as the violent death. I guess suicide still counts as a violent death, but
just dying in extreme sorrow and fucking ugh.
And we have 2 in our neck of the woods.
Yeah.
We have 2.
So
Like same county.
like years ago I was I wanted to do kind of like a paranormal kind of road trip, and I might make this an entire episode, but I noticed that you were on the Weird California website.
Yeah.
And so Ojai, California, there's a White Lady Ghost, and there's like a bunch of crazy ghost stories and paranormal stuff in Ojai, California.
Right.
Yeah.
Same thing with Nevada. I know you just got back, but there's a whole, that's really all I got on the White Lady Ghost, by the way.
Okay.
They're everywhere. But what are we at, Nikki?
1 hour and 15.
Nice.
Nice.
That's how you come in, dude.
Yeah.
Right in the pocket.
Yeah. Not me. Fucking motherfucking babble for an hour and a half.
He's going on about the Kurgan.
Yeah, dude.
David Tisa and his pearls.
And then I black out, and it's like an hour 10. I'm like, oh shit, I got to start talking about my story.
But have you ever heard of the fucking town that rings?
No.
Oh man, Tremont, Nevada, I believe. It's a town that just vanished, and they say that the phone's still ringing it, and that there's little kids whispering to you. Whoa! On the phones, and they call it the town that rings.
What's it called?
Tremont.
Ooh. Road trip?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. The whole thing fucking vanished.
It's gone, so you don't really know. You'll just be out somewhere
Like
and
you're fucking ringing, I guess.
Weird.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So that one's really hard because I was like, part of the sites that you'll go to is like, this is a creepypasta. And then part of the sites you go to, they're like, no, this is where it used to be, kind of a thing. And so you don't really know. But there's a ton of ghost towns. So I guess we have the most ghost towns besides Texas.
California?
Yeah.
I guess like the fucking gold rush boom and whatever. Ugh.
Nevada has a lot. Texas has a lot. California has a lot.
Yeah, up there at Jamestown and all that. There's like a bunch of weird, like old little towns probably. That's crazy.
I know.
I love ghost towns.
They're tight.
Yeah, they're so fucking
They're
weird.
they're a blast to go to. I went to like one of the more famous ones that's just kind of like an old western town in Nevada. And I went to Tombstone. too.
Nevada City or Virginia City or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to that one.
We almost went there.
Yeah, it's tight.
There's a chili cook-off,
Yeah, it's tight. Well, I haven't been to the chili
but I had tummy trouble, so I didn't go to the chili cook-off.
No, you weren't going to pour chili on that?
No.
Come on, dude. God hates a coward. You should have got in there.
Yeah, I know. That's why I lost in the casino.
Yeah, dude, burn it out. We need a trash fire in this belly. Get rid of it.
Yeah, that's why I eat those spicy Mexican candies.
That's probably what did you in.
Yeah, that's what did me in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I like ghost stories. I love the fucking the White Lady ghost stories. That's cool. It's funny, not to get back to The Witcher 3, but the one white wraith that you fight in the beginning, do you have to do all this like weird shit? And it's like it was a lady on her wedding day.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. And but you have to like go down in some weird well and then find her like bones, and then you have to give her a proper burial and then it goes away.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm just saying. So
It's weird.
there probably is some like weird shit like that to like break the curse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. To break the curse in fucking Space Marines too, I shoot it in the face. It's pretty sick.
Did you finish that game?
Ghost?
Yeah.
You can't shoot a ghost.
You can shoot in the face.
There's 1,000 Suns. Those guys are kind of like ghosts.
Yep.
They're made out of sand.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
They're made out of sand.
And light.
Well, cool, man. That was a good one.
Dude, they're creepy as shit.
Yeah.
There's also the women in red. But
Is there any
they're
photos of them?
So when it comes to the photos of them, it's kind. I didn't pick any out. I didn't send you any or anything. Like they're really. I'll say this: there is one that's supposed to be like a famous ghost photography photo, and it is this like white shrouded figure in a hallway. I'm sure you've seen it. It's like an old black and white photo.
I know what you're talking about.
It looks
Yeah.
creepy.
Yeah, it looks creepy. Like that's supposedly one.
It's fake, huh?
Right. I don't know about that one.
Okay.
That's the thing with the ghost photography shit is you really don't know because it's basically you can prove a way they could recreate this, but you can't really, you know, if you're open-minded enough, like you can't be like, well, that's what they did on this.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, is there a lot of evidence pointing to them being fake? Yeah. Like the main guy that made them tried to make one fucking Mary Todd Lincoln and everybody was like, the fuck? Dude, like Harry Houdini came out and was like, "What the fuck?"
I've seen some video recently of something like this, like India or something like that. Some guys on a dirt
rampant
road.
there.
And they pull up and they see something in the distance and just starts lumbering.
Oh,
At
dude,
them.
I love that
They
video.
start reversing. Ah!
That
Not only
video
this guy's spooky and shit.
is so fucking scary.
Yeah,
Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
Fuck that one. That
I've seen it. It came up when I was doing
that shit
research
is
for this.
that fucking
Yeah.
shit is real.
That's what I think is
Yeah.
like.
That
They
shit's real.
probably ran into one.
Yeah.
Most of the time though, with like photography and stuff, they kind of elude that.
Okay.
Like, there's a lot of like videos that you can watch, or it's like it's why it goes right there, and it's like an orb. You know, like
Like I think I heard one of like in Russia where it's like you just hear this woman weeping in the air, like in
different thing though.
okay, yeah.
The weeping women, the women in red, those are two different things than the white women. Yeah, I know.
I
Aren't
like
the,
it.
the
I love
weeping
it.
ladies like trying to? Isn't it essentially a trap?
Yeah, they're trying to get kids. So the weeping women, they're not really after adults, they're after your kids. So what she's gonna do is try to drown them so that their spirits can replace her kids.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of their like modus operandi. And then I think the real psychos are the women in red. Like those ones are like I think they're
Like
called the women in red 'cause
vengeful?
they're like fucking soaked in blood. Like those are the ones I think. I didn't do too much research on them. But they are like considered a different thing.
Okay.
It's weird, dude. This shit, when you get into the women in white, it runs like almost like I said, like a military thing. Like, there's like generals and shit, like that fucking Bukahani or Bukahi. Fucking, she's like the leader for a fucking squad that shows up.
That's wild.
Dude, can you imagine? Like, imagine, like, you got married to fuck Shadowbrook, right? Mm-hmm. You ready to Shadowbrook? 350
Spooky ghosts.
show up and they're like, we're taking her, we're gonna beat the fuck out of you.
Damn.
You start swinging, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See what happens. Mm-hmm. That's another one too. They're so fucking terrifying that it's very rare. So there's two ways it can go. They're so terrifying and violent and stuff that you just don't even stand a chance, and you just get blindsided by a bunch of the whirling fucking dervish of white and bony ass knuckles just getting at you. Or you have like a weird ass conversation while they hitchhike.
Oh, like they're sitting next to you,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, whoa.
Yeah. Their hitchhiking stories, those ones creep me the fuck out because they're almost like a time capsule. Like there's one where this dude was driving down, right, and he pulls over and he lets this like young girl into the car, and he's kind of like, I believe this one's in like 2015 or something like that. And he's kind of like, what are you doing out here? Like, and he like even makes a comment like, are you coming from like a retro party or something? And she's kind of like, all of her like colloquial terms and nomenclatures and stuff are like really dated and stuff.
Okay.
I think at one point she said like groovy or something like that, and the dude's just like, what the fuck?
Damn.
And like she was very distant. he thought that she was like fucked up on drugs or something.
Oh, okay.
Right. But then when she gets out of the car, she just fucking,
Whoa.
and he's just like, yeah, the dude's tight. I watched like a YouTube video of the dude being interviewed about it. And he's just like some construction dude that was like, yeah, and that happened. And I was like, yep, fucking close the door. Get the fuck out of here. Like, he took off.
Yeah, dude. Fuck that.
Yeah. But imagine if it was the other one. She
I've
just
heard
pulls you out of your whip and fucking stops you.
I've heard that of like stories of like truck drivers and stuff like stop
Yeah.
for the night and like
Yeah.
they have like a full on conversation with a fucking
So there's one that violently attacks truckers because it's rumored that a trucker was responsible for her death.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She'll stalk like truck stops and shit. Or there's a certain stretch of road. Fuck. What was it called? I forget where it is. It's in Pennsylvania. And there's a certain stretch of road and she'll attack truckers on that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she'll like ruse you and get you into get into the cab and then fucking do her thing. And from all accounts of like the modern day ones too, and then ones like when they get violent, dude, you're tangoing with like Batman. Like they're good.
Yeah, they just fucking molly.
Dude,
They just mollywop you.
Beat your ass.
God damn.
They got that supernatural fucking conjuring strength.
It was a ghost.
Fucking chuck you through bookshelves and shit. Dude, they'll fuck you up.
Fuck that.
I know.
I'd take off running. Fuck that.
I don't think you can.
Yeah.
Like, she's just like, where you running to? Where you fucking running to?
Just floating
Beat
by
the
your ear.
You beating the fuck out of you. I have to say, I don't know what, like, if I knew that like nobody was gonna like die, then like that is a funny video. If a ghost just like pops up and just like straight squares up with you,
Yeah.
starts beating your ass.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Well, I like it.
yeah.
It was a good one.
I know it was a deep dive into one that's been kind of like bugging me for ever since I did the fucking Warrens episode. I was like, "There's how many of these things?"
Yeah.
And then I got to the Russia one, and I was like, "Oh, there's a fucking army. There's an army of ghost bitches that just want to fuck you up."
They just want to ruin your day.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, fuck it.
It's really I had to like we had to come up with a name for this one too. 'Cause it's like
Yeah, I know. Just the white lady episode.
to do the fucking the white lady ghosts. It just sounds like they fucking nag you. They call cops on you for having barbecues.
Yeah.
Shit. They haunt the parks.
They haunt the parks.
I used to imagine one. You're like, yeah, this ghost keeps calling the HOA on you.
God damn.
This ghost has haunted this Olive Garden and sent her food back over 1,000 times.
I love it. Cool. Should we call it?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Well,
All right, folks.
thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Tell them to like and subscribe.
Like and
Yeah.
subscribe.
Send it to a friend. All right. Thanks, folks.
Yeah, let us know if you can hear Nikki.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.